Wow, what up, y'all? DJ Rooster back at it again. Wake your ass up. New Orleans never sleeps. You heard me? Talking some New Orleans sports. You give me a football. I got this cool Pelicans basketball, but no Pels today. Maybe at the end. But like you said, we don't really have too much to talk about today. I already knew it was getting blown out. So I want to address the team as I'm watching. And I swear to you, all y'all watching, I know this sounds hyperbolic. A lot of people say this, but I really thought back long and hard about all the Saints teams I've seen growing up. And I will say, this is probably the worst Saints team I have ever seen. Like, we aren't good anywhere. Chase Young, I like him. He's good. But other than Chase Young and Taysom Hill finally getting back in, now that team is garbage. But not just that. From like structurally, the coaching staff is trash. I've seen enough of Kellen Moore to know he ain't it. That dude, like he might figure it out, but right now he ain't it. And all these other dudes, I don't know what's going on. The team just looks unprepared, uninspired. They look garbage. They're not ready to play the game. Offense, defense, special teams. Like, we've picked up on the special teams. We had some special team stretches where it was like horrendous. And look, I didn't really start watching the Saints until Jeff Blake, Aaron Brooks days. I wasn't watching football with Billy Joe Tolliver days, you know what I'm saying? Billy Joe. I used to play with my band though. Shit, we got garbage ass team. Because when I was younger, I would just see my mom and daddy getting pissed off at the Saints all the time about how garbage we was. And I just was never interested in watching something like that. It wasn't until Jeff Blake came in that year. Jim Haslett. Well, I watched a little bit during Mike Dick. We had Ricky Williams and Mike Dick. That's what I really started watching. Mike Dick and Ricky Williams. Forgot who the quarterbacks were there. I was still young. I just remember Ricky, and I remember Ricky Williams in the dress on the cover of a magazine. I remember that. It's weird as shit. But those Dickens teams weren't as bad as what we're seeing now. Like I said, I was 12 whenever Jeff Blake came. And it says either 12 or 13, 11 or 12. I was in either 5th grade or 6th grade, one of those two. I know I was at Joseph A. Craig, and I was there from 5th to 6th grade. So I don't know if it was 5th or 6th, one of those two. We actually had a field trip from my school to go see the game. I watched the first Saints playoff win in history. I was there. Great times. Shout out Aaron Brooks, who gets disrespected by the fan base. Shout out to Aaron Brooks, who held it down. Like, even during those times, them Aaron Brooks days, like at least we had something. During the Aaron Brooks and the Drew Brees eras, at least we always had something to hang our hat on. Like, when Brees was here, we had 3 of the worst defenses in the NFL history. Like, our defense isn't as bad now as it was, during the Drew Brees era. Because our defense shows signs of life sometimes. During the Drew Brees era, I said we broke the record 2 or 3 times. I know we broke the record for giving up the most yards one year. Broke the record for giving up the most points. And I kind of count this for defense. And we broke the record for turnover differential in a negative way. You know what I'm saying? Like we weren't good. And Drew Brees is carrying the worst defense in NFL history multiple times. So our defense isn't like that bad, but it's bad enough, and our offense is bad enough. Between a combination of offense, defense, special teams, and coaching, this is like the worst team ever. Like I don't even know what the direction we're going. Like, where are we going? What are we doing? Because starting Tyler Shuck when you did, you pretty much punted on the season. So like I understand it because that's your guy you want to play anyway. So, like, do you make a trade? We got to make a trade. We got to make a trade some kind of way. I know there's teams out there that could look for us, like some backup, wide receivers or something like that. So Because the only pieces that's trade worthy is fucking Olave and Shaheed, what the fuck. So I mean, what are we gonna do? Just keep sucking like this, and we'll get the number one pick. But we might not even get the number one pick because we still got the Jets, Dolphins, and the Titans. But I think with the switch to quarterback, we are 100% now locked in to the number one pick. Because I don't know if Shuck is going to be better than Rattler long term, but I know for this year there is a 0% chance that Shuck is better than Rattler. Like I'm watching and like I saw some good things. He got a good ball. It's kind of a bit line drivey. You know what I'm saying? I wish it had a little bit more arc on it. But he's a big, tall dude, so he could do that. It was 6'5". He had a good run. I think he had a pretty good run. Other than that, no, he was all right. Not awful. Let's see. Let me look at some of the stats he had there. He was 15 to 24, 60-something% completion. I think about 63 point something, 63-ish. 176 yards. Kind of trash. But like I said, today's NFL, like people ain't even throwing 300 yards anymore. Like 250 is like a decent number. Because Stafford only threw 280. Back in the day against this defense, man, Stafford would have threw for like 340, 400. When was the last 400-yard game? Shit. What is that? God damn. NFL defenses are more stingy now. Yeah, our offense is just garbage. Our defense is garbage. Look. Here's a stat. I didn't even know this. Look, bud. We were 2-9 on third down. I thought it was supposed to change. You know what I'm saying? Well, what are we doing? Because he's not getting Kamara the ball enough in space. Now, I already knew I liked him. He used Taysom a little bit more. But he wouldn't do that for Rattler because, we already know he was sabotaging Rattler, which is, whatever. Because once again, Rattler was drafted by the other regime. Kevin Moore wants his own guy. So he's going to stack the deck in his own guy's favor. After watching last game, I strongly feel validated. I was telling my brother that he's been holding back Taysom Hill on purpose. The first two games, I get it, work him back in. But, he was barely used. The other next two games we played with Rattler, he barely used. Well, I guess I say the last game. But yeah, man, he had damn near a whole drive to himself. Taysom was the only reason we even scored anything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that last little touchdown, it was whatever that the Rams gave up because they were playing prevent defense pretty much. They was willing to give that up. But at the end of the day, man, Taysom was our best offensive player. So I don't know what the hell we're doing. We're just kind of spinning our wheels. We're just really bad everywhere. Bad wide receivers, bad, linemen. We can't get pressure. We're not making turnovers. We can't stop nobody on third down. They were 50% on third down. They were like 50% on third down. Wild. This team was garbage. This team's just garbage all the way around. And it's not much more I can really say. I just don't understand the direction that they're going. I just pray that they do not draft a quarterback. The next quarterback class is garbage. We're going to go through this shit all over again. So, I don't know. We're in a weird spot. So, in conclusion, see if there's any points. Yeah, man. I guess I went over all of it. Saints are just trash. We don't know what the future holds. We just have to take it 1 week at a time. I don't even know, man. I'm just here at this point. Pelicans and the Saints are in the exact same position, dog. They're both teams that mortgage their future to win now-ish. Or at least compete now. But the Saints aren't competitive. Like, Shaheed, Olave experiment going. We reset our quarterback situation. And the Pelicans, man, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're in the same spot. I'm going to make another video about the Pels and why it's so hard to coach this team. Shit. Pelicans trash, Saints trash, and LSU is a mess. But, fuck LSU. Justice for Kyron Lacey. That's what they get. I'm going to make a video about LSU, too, finally. I went to LSU, fuck them. I was gonna say I was gonna give out a Go Tigers, but fuck them. You know, like so the way they did Kyron Lacy, you give. Look, I don't care how your political leanings is or what you really care, but like even if you like the dude, I don't really have too many opinions one way or another. But you give a memorial to Charlie Kirk, but you don't say shit about Kyron Lacy. A lot of former players, you know, man, whatever. I'll talk about LSU later. But that's gonna be it for the day. This is Rooster Talk. I'm your host, DJ Rooster. Who that? Who that? Who that said gonna beat them Saints? Who that? Who that? Who that said gonna beat them Saints? Everybody. I'm out of here.